Alright, Kokomo Blues. A lot of people have asked me about my version of this, so I'm going to try to break it down a little bit. I'm not going to break it down completely. I'm not a teacher. This is not a beginner lesson. The right hand is all pretty basic finger picking stuff. Sometimes I'll break away from the regular alternating bass, but mainly, you know, that's all that's really going on there. Thumb on the 5th and 4th strings, playing melody notes as needed with the fingers. Sometimes the thumb will break from that pattern and do whatever else I need it to do. I don't really think about it too much. I just kind of let it happen. So that's that. Left hand, kind of a few different parts here. There's really only 2 chords in this song. Just kind of, you know, jamming on the 1, and then there's a 4 chord. I don't even know what the 4 chord of F sharp is, but yeah, 4 chord. I think that's a 9 when you get that note in there. Anyhow, first bit. Alright, so what you have there, thumbs alternating, pull off on the 1st string, 3rd fret. You can do a pull off, or you can just pick these notes separately on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, slide down to the 3rd fret, and there's a bass note that comes in on the 5th fret, or the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So. That's the second bit there. That 4 chord is mainly your just picking and kind of jumping up and down with your ring finger on that 3rd fret of the 5th string. I tend to always jack the rhythm up on this and get on the wrong side of the beat, but we don't need to talk about that right now. Bass note. I kind of took that from Fred's version of this song, because his version is definitely a lot different than what I'm doing, but that part is sort of in there. 3rd frets of 4th, 5th, and 6th string, you'll find that whole little bass note or bass run in there. Still getting my fingers going on the high string, so kind of do what you want with your slide in between those notes, or in between those parts, that is. Another thing I'll mention real quick, when I first started doing this song, I was actually doing a much mellower version of it with no picks. And for that bit, the 4 chord bit, I was doing, so let's try that. So there, I'm just kind of picking and strumming, and again, I'm not thinking too much about what I'm doing, but I guess I'm strumming and then picking up as I come back up. Bass note, strum, pick. Can't think about it, I mess it up. Do it without the picks too much these days, but that's another option. The high part up here on the 12th fret, I'm not going to break down too much. Basically, I just try to find the melody somewhere around there, you know, and make it not too generic sounding, although it does end up sounding like pretty much everything else I do on the 12th fret playing slide, sort of. How the hell does it go? So it's all 1st and 2nd string. You don't even get that third string in there until that last note of the whole thing. It's all first and second, I guess, before that. I lied to you. There's one little bit where it comes in. And you could throw in higher notes there. Anyway, a lot of room for variation and stuff in there. One other little bit, it's not even in Kokomo Blues, but it's kind of a Fred McDowell lick that comes up in various other songs. Or Fred McDowell inspired, anyway. So there it's just, yeah, 5th fret, 3rd fret, pull off on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. It's weird when I start thinking about this too much. Anyway, you get the idea. You know, there's a lot of room for however you want to change that up. You can do a lot more on the 1st string. I put that other little bass thing in there. That's a standard Fred McDowell thing, I think. Kind of just, you know, slowly sliding down and picking as you're sliding down in between the 3rd and the 5th fret. Mainly on the 3rd and 4th strings, really. Kind of throw that in there where you feel it, unless you're playing with other people, then they might get mad at you. Anyway, that's the basics. Hope that helps.